let's move on to the new product, guys. New products.
We're back. So apparently there is a fight to the death.
Yeah.
Which is related to barbecue sauce.
What?
Of the future.
Huh?
The Mike Tyson, the Vander.
Yeah, I was telling you about that.
Okay.
They're buddies now.
Oh, look, we have mega bandwidth, so we're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. By the way, if it ever cuts out, guys, we'll keep trying because that's what we do.
Until it's like 20 minutes of trying and it's not working, then we give up.
All right, we have. This is by popular request. These are panel mount cables.
Yeah. These are cool. We got B, USB B, USB A, and Ethernet, or just Cat 5. And I can show these on the overhead too, if you want to go do that.
Yeah, I do.
Overhead. So this one is the Ethernet. So yeah, there's 2 screws, and they come out the back, and you can. These are just M3s, and you can replace them if you want. If you need like longer screws, and it's basically just a little extension cord. So you plug this in, and then you can panel mount this, and you can use this with a patch shield. This is good for passing sensor data. It's got 8 connectors, and the wires are really cheap to get. We also have a USB B. So this is again a B extension, and there's these little ears, and you can screw this onto a panel mount. This is good for like if you have an Arduino or something that uses a B connector, and then you have it in a box and you still want to get to reprogram it. You can, and you don't have to have it at the edge of the box.
Are these waterproof, Radiator?
They're not waterproof because the contacts are exposed, and when you plug it in, it's not waterproof. They're somewhat resistant to dirt, but.
Yeah, the Ethernet connector has a flush face.
I mean, they're molded, but they're not. If you imagine, like the cable's waterproof, but then the contacts aren't, so it's not waterproof. There's no such thing as.
Someone wants USB B male to USB micro B female. We'll try to find it.
Well, we'll see what we can do, but this is kind of what we got. I asked them for micro B or mini B, and they said they don't have it. We might be able to get a small adapter that just goes from this to.
Yeah, you're better with an inline adapter.
Do you know what gauge wire it is?
It's on the product page.
Okay.
But and then this is a USB A to USB A female, and again, there's little ears.
Is there one for HDMI? That's pretty new.
So this would be good for if you have like a BeagleBone or a Raspberry Pi or some other device that is a USB host. You can again plug it in inside and then have this connected to the cable. So this could make enclosure design a lot easier for people, and I like the idea. And they're pretty short, so you can wrap them inside of a small box.
Yeah. The only one though that you could make water resistant would be the Ethernet, because that's the only one with the flush face.
But we have like a fully waterproof Ethernet connector already.
That's true. And you have the cable glands for other things.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, this was kind of the big release this week. We have these little tiny TVs. They're super cute.
They're adorable.
Yeah. Look at this. Sorry. So here they are. I'll show lots of different pictures. You want to talk about some of the different sizes?
Yeah, we have 4 different sizes because I couldn't make up my mind. We have 1.5, 2.0, 2.5, and 3.5. So it's kind of a full range. We'll have 4.3 soon, but there's so many more options of 4.3 I want to test them. These were, it was kind of hard to find these small displays because it's just rare to get a small television.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to show this on the overhead?
I can show them one at a time.
Okay, and we plug these into the Raspberry Pi because everyone is asking about that. So
yeah, I mean you can use anything that has NTSC or PAL out, and so so these come with a little cable for power. You can power them from like 4.5 to 12 volts, and there's a composite video cable as well, and they take PAL or NTSC and they auto switch between the two. And then on the back, there's a controller board there's a button that you can press to cycle through brightness, but for the most part, it's pretty good to go out of the box. And there's a boost converter, or a buck converter and a boost converter here for the LED backlight, and also I think to bring it down to 3.3 volts. If you're like super hardcore and you really want to run this off of 3.3 volts, you might be able to trace through the buck converter and then connect up directly to the 3.3 for logic, but I don't know how to do that, so it's up to you. But this is a super small television. And it's full color. It's pretty crisp. Like it's not like you can't read small text on it because the resolution's not great. It's like I think 160 by 120. You can check the product.
Will there ever be HDMI versions of these?
No, it's very unlikely to see an HDMI decoder. That's why we decided to go with NTSC or PAL. We have digital displays, and then now we have NTSC Pal Displays.
What size is that one?
This is the 1.5 inch.
Okay.
So then I'm going to show the next one, which is the 2.0 inch one.
This is 2.0?
Yeah.
The controller boards are a little different for each one, but it seems like they use the same chipset.
Yeah,
they,
it's the same
they have
controller
different
set.
controls too for some of them.
Let's get this.
Yeah, it's super bright.
This one's super bright. Maybe I can change the brightness. I mean, it's brighter. You can see I'm changing the brightness.
Yeah, you're making it brighter.
Yeah, but then it cycles back.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
kind of see it. So this is a 2.0 inch display, and it's a better resolution, and yeah, it's a lot brighter. These are all pretty nice small displays.
What's the biggest one? 3.5 inch?
The biggest one we have right now is 2.5 inch.
Yeah.
This is the 2.0 inch one, and then
So it wants to know the letter box bars are caused by the Raspberry Pi, right?
they're caused internally by this display because the resolution of the display, I think, is not exactly the same as the output of the Raspberry Pi. So if it was exactly the right resolution, it would be right. But I don't think I think you might be able to configure the Raspberry Pi to be the perfect resolution. But as is, it's expecting HDMI, and so I don't know. There's probably some registers you can adjust.
And then someone wants to know,
This is a 2.5.
are these all the same resolution?
No, they're not.
You have to look on the product
Look
page.
on the product page.
Yeah.
They're all the bigger ones have slightly better resolution because they're bigger, and also the pixels are larger. So this is the 2.5 inch one, and
do you want to show 3.5 and then we'll move on?
yeah. So I'm showing you. Yeah, but you'll see because it's not expecting it to be XVGA out, and that's probably what's up with it.
Sweet RoHS!
And then
I love how everything's RoHS compliant now. There you go.
Yeah, Messenger.
Yep.
Do you think they could handle vibration if they're attached to something with shock, and then someone wants to know how hardy these are?
Well,
so with the flex displays, they're quite delicate, and so I actually whipped one just like trying to mess around with it, and basically if you're really careful and you attach the display and the control board to something really solid, it should be all right, and tape down the flex connector. But they're not meant for heavy-duty vibration. I mean, the 3.5 is sometimes mounted inside cars as like a GPS unit display, but it's not, it's not like ruggedized for outdoor use.
yeah, it seems like the failure point would be the ZIF connector to the
No, it's
PCB.
not. It's the flex.
Is it actually the flex?
Yes.
Okay.
Trust me.
I trust you. I'm looking at it,
And then
they're
this
both.
is the 3.5.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
great.
the 3.5 is actually kind of nice because it actually has a menu system, so you can change the brightness and the color. You can change the color.
Are they backlit with LEDs?
These are all LED backlit, and this is the contrast, so you can see how I'm really messing. To make it look good on this, I'll probably need to have high contrast. And that's stored inside the EEPROM. This is a more advanced controller. So it has an on-screen menu system. So the 3.5 is kind of what I think is, you can actually read text on it at this point, and it's fairly usable as a basic display. So
viewing angles, someone wants to know.
check each product. I don't know the exact viewing angles for each display off the top of my head.
Okay. These are fun.
There you go. So reset it. So so we have 4 different display sizes. 3.5 is kind of what I think will be the most popular. But if you need to have a delicate, if you need to have a small or compact project where you need to have just a really small display, this will definitely do it for you.
Can they be calibrated to ISF D65?
No.
Okay.
These are NTSC displays,
Okay.
not HDMI displays.
All right. And with that, guess what? That's our new product segment.
Yay!
That's it. Just a few this week. New products. That was new products.